Hi everyone, Agnes here. I'm going to do a viewer's question for you today. It's from Lobo9. Will you please make a video on when a person thinks to make their SP jealous? There are lots of people who think to make their SP jealous by doing certain things, like dating their friend or flirting with the friend or going out for drinks with the friend, which the SP doesn't like. I know these are really opposite to self-love, and that's why I need help from you. Now, I would not suggest this. Why? Because it's coming from a fear of scarcity. I think it's a very weak way to try and get someone's attention, as it's negative, and also you're setting up things that you're not going to follow through on. So you're using the friend, and you're using the friend to try and hurt the SP or try and get the SP to turn around and look at you. So yeah, I don't think it's a great idea. I think it's a weak strategy. I think it's a playing games, and I also think it's deceitful. So I wouldn't use that tactic. I think if you want to get someone's attention, it's really good to do it from a place of self-worth and self-love, like you've mentioned here, and to radiate love out, to get on with your life, to really enjoy yourself. And that way you become someone who's attracting a specific person in a positive way, because that is a much more powerful energetic strategy, is to become someone who isn't trying to get attention. You're just living your life, and then through how you live in a dignified and, I would say, sensible and just a much more, what's the word, adult, mature way to bring someone towards you. Okay? Now, you're saying here they will see the SP's love and affection or possessiveness towards them. Yeah, now if someone's possessive towards you, that's not love. That's their fear of scarcity. They're not being able to get enough, and then they feel like they have to become possessive over you. So personally, I wouldn't want someone becoming possessive over me, because I don't see possessiveness as love. I see it as someone trying to control, because you might have been interested in someone else, in this case in a fake way, trying to get attached to their friend or trying to coerce their friend. So it's done through deception. So if they come to you with possessiveness, then that's not love either. That's, again, it's this bad dynamic. It just doesn't feel energetically good. So I would not, if you want a good relationship with a specific person, I would do it through working on yourself, not trying to get attention, not trying to force them into a corner by that your attention's gone on to someone else. Okay? Now, Lobo9, you have also sent me another question back in January, and it was this January. I thought it was last January. You said, please make a video on fear of losing someone. Okay? Now, fear of loss is a big fear for many. Fear of not having enough love, fear of that love from that person going to someone else, and also that you are going to lose what you currently have with someone. So what it is it's showing you that there is a not enoughness mentality in you. So if you start to work on your self-love and you start to really understand that love is within and you can access it any time, you don't need to be afraid of losing somebody, because it's not a finite supply. If you know that I am love and I am lovable and I am the source of love and I connect to God and source for my love, and there's an endless abundance of it, and that divine love be made alive in me is there for me all the time. It's me that cuts myself off from it when I forget, and when I start fixating on someone else becoming my source of love, and then when they take it away, I feel like a puppet that strings have been cut. Once you start to really understand how love works and that it's an internal job and it's there all the time, you just need to sit and call it up and then radiate it out, then you can't be cut off from it and you can't be fearing someone leaving or not. Because if they leave, you go, okay, that's all right. You know, you do what you need to do. And when you do that, people hang around because they know that you don't need love from them. It sets you free. Once you understand that love has never been over there, once you understand that you can connect to Source anytime to have love, by asking, by connecting, by putting your antenna up, by doing the visioning where you ask for answers and you ask for help. Once you do that and you do that consistently, whether people come or go, you're okay with it. Now, obviously, people that are closer to you, it's a little bit more challenging, but it is possible to unhook yourself from, I need to get love from you to be okay. So, to really get to the point where you no longer fear losing anyone is to develop that love from within and to remind yourself every day, set an alarm on your phone and say to yourself, that person isn't my source of love, Source is, God is, I am, however you want to word it, and remind yourself to just be in a state of giving it so that you become free of needing it constantly from others. Once you get that, your fear of loss, your fear of abandonment, your fear of someone leaving, it dissolves. Because the mountain was, I can't not have love from you. That was the mountain. That's why you have fear of loss, is because you think if you get walked away from, that your whole world falls apart and all the love goes away. Okay? There was a comment that my law of attraction friend made to me years ago, and she said, when your husband left you, he didn't walk away with the suitcases of love. And it was that moment that I understood love wasn't in the marriage, love wasn't in the relationship, love wasn't in him. It was always here in me, because she said to me, when you felt love for him, that came up from you to him. So when he goes away, you can still call up that love from within and send it out wherever you want, and you direct it how you want it to go. Okay? So, bit of good questions there, Lobo9. Thank you for sending them. And I will put the viewers question playlist down below for those of you that want to go through all the questions that many of you have asked over the years. And I will see you, as always, in the next YouTube.